A Thanksgiving throwdown here at Ford Field. The 4-6 Detroit Lions trying to keep their playoff hopes afloat. Host your New York Jets, who are 6-4 and hoping to maintain their slim lead in the AFC East. A pivotal Week 12 matchup on Thanksgiving. Let's see what it has in store for us. Jared Goff has crumbled without Ben Johnson. Goff's average yards per game has gone down by 70 yards, and his completion percentage down by 6%. Goff to Jameson Williams, and the speedy receiver, he's going to leave everybody in the dust. A one-play touchdown drive to get the scoring started here on Thanksgiving before anybody's even had a bite of anything to eat. A 66-yard touchdown for Jameson Williams, and the Jets are down 7-0 early. Justin Fields, he's got 55 career touchdowns with the Jets in 27 games. Handing it off to Breece, and he's up to the 45 with a gain of 14. That's Clyde Swinton shaking up on the play, grabbing at his midsection. Should be able to get back into this one. Breece left side again, running right by DJ Reed, the ex-Jet, in the Lions territory. Down at the 33 after dashing for 22 yards. 3rd and 11, a blitz on the way. Fields with time finds Mason Taylor for his 31st catch of the season. And that'll put New York in the red zone. Braylon Allen in at running back. He'll get the ball, running left side, breaking an arm tackle. And he doesn't quite score, but he makes it goal to go. At the 2 on 2nd down, Breece is able to punch it in. He's going to even this game up at 7 with his 8th touchdown of the year. So each team has had a possession and each team has scored. Could be in for a fun one here in Detroit. Goff going play action and going right back to Jameson Williams. Why not? That'll be a 29-yard gain through the air. 2 catches, 95 yards and a touchdown already for Jameson Williams. Goff to Sam Laporta. He'll turn the corner. Oh, and he steps out of bounds clumsily. Could have had a walk-in touchdown there. At the 3 on 3rd down, Goff to the end zone. It's another Detroit touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the Sun God, with his 7th touchdown of the year, and the Lions lead again. 14-7 late in the first. Here's Keaton Mitchell in the Lions territory, down at the 46. That's a 16-yard run for Keaton Mitchell, so each Jet running back getting the ball in that first quarter. Fields under pressure, able to get the ball to Mason Taylor. Another big catch for Mason Taylor, and another 16-yard gain for the Jets. Braylon Allen up the middle. Nobody there to stop him. It's a walk-in touchdown for the Jets. Braylon Allen is going to tie this game up at 14 with his 9th touchdown of the season. So the Jets and Lions going at it in this first half. A lot of big plays and a lot of scoring so far. Will it keep up? Jahmyr Gibbs to midfield. 20 yards on that check down, so he turns it into an explosive gain. 4th down, the Lions going for it. And converting, of course they're going to go for it. It's the Lions, led by Dan Campbell. They always go for it on 4th down. They're going to go for it again, in fact. On 4th and 1, Goff. Oh, he doesn't put enough air under the throw. Missing Amon-Ra St. Brown, who could have scored again. It'll be a turnover on downs. Getting right into our second half, it's a Breece run, maybe a gain at 2 for him. And he's injured on the play. It's his ribs. He will not return to this one, leaving the Jets with only 2 healthy available running backs the rest of the way. Keaton Mitchell, one of those running backs, running wide open behind the Lions defense. Fields will not make the throw. Instead, he's going to run. He does end up scrambling for 25 yards, but had he made an accurate throw there and hit Keaton Mitchell, could have been a touchdown for the Jets. Probably would have been. Fields throwing this one behind Braylon Allen, who makes a great catch. Breaking away from Jack Campbell. Just his 2nd catch of the year. He's down at the 30 of Detroit. The drive it would sputter out. So Harrison Mevis out for a 36-yard field goal attempt. And he's going to make the kick, giving the Jets their first lead of the game. Trailing 17-14 midway through the 3rd quarter. Goff going play action, and immediately he's going to be sacked. Quincy Williams and Jamare Caldwell teaming up to make it a loss of 10. Gain of 6 on 2nd down, leads to 3rd and 14. Goff is able to find the hole in the Jets coverage plan. Kenny Yeboah making the play. Lions later on the drive at the 35 of New York. Amon-Ra St. Brown is going to grind his way to the 25, a gain of 10 and another Lions first down. Detroit being uber aggressive as always, going for it on 4th and inches at the 3, and it'll pay off. David Montgomery taking it in for the easy touchdown, his 4th of the season, and the Lions lead again. 21-17 now, midway through the 4th. Fields on 2nd and long, rolling out, setting his feet, firing downfield to Clyde Swinton, who's wide open, but he steps out of bounds immediately after making the catch. Could have had a lot more there. At the 26 on 2nd down, Fields pump faking and going down. Sacked by Tyleik Williams, just his 2nd career sack. 3rd and 8. The Jets going empty, a blitz on the way, and Fields is going to be hit as he let it go. Armand Membu shaken up on the play. He'll be all right. But the Jets facing 4th and 8. Too far to go for it. They're going to kick a field goal, and Mevis barely gets the kickoff in time. Make him 2 for 2, and this is a 1-point game. 21-20, getting late in the 4th. Goff with time on 3rd down, checking it down to a wide open Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's got a 1st down and more, but loses the ball. And the Jets, they are on it. They catch a break, but maybe not so. Amon-Ra St. Brown, he was down. So the Lions, they catch the break and get to maintain possession. Goff to his right, the ball popped up in the air, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Jets, with the fewest takeaways in the NFL, could have really used one of them there. Goff on 3rd down, lobbing deep right side, one-on-one. It's deflected in off the hands of Tyrann Mathieu. New York just can't buy a takeaway. They do at least get a stop and have a chance here to take the lead late. Braylon Allen running up the middle in the Detroit territory and down at the 44. And now he's injured. He will not return to this one, so it's just Keaton Mitchell available at running back for New York. Nearing the 2-minute warning, Mitchell getting the ball, running up the middle, nowhere to go. And it's going to be a holding call on New York. That'll move him back. After a gain of 8 on 1st down, after the penalty, it's a read option. Fields keeping it, losing it, and the Lions have recovered. A critical error by Justin Fields, coughing it up near midfield with a chance to take the lead. Detroit a 1st down away from ending the game, and they won't get it. Quinnen Williams makes the play, and the Lions, who have been aggressive under Dan Campbell his entire time here, they're going to throw that out the window and punt it away from the Jets 38, giving New York a chance to win it late with only a field goal. Doesn't take much to get in the range for Harrison Mevis. He's got a career long of 63, so just get the ball barely beyond midfield, and you'll give him a shot. Under 30 seconds to go and no timeouts. Fields is clipped. The ball, it's underthrown. It's a lame duck, intercepted. DJ Reed, the ex-Jet, with the INT. And that is going to end this one. Detroit's going to win on Thanksgiving 21-20 over New York. The Lions improve to 5-6, and your Jets fall to 6-5. The story on defense, it's the same it's been all year. We got shredded by another opposing quarterback. Jared Goff, he lit us up for 350 yards through the air. And again, our defense had no takeaways. Jared Goff was trying to give us the ball, but we just refused to pick it off. Now the defense, they are not the main reason we lost the game. The main reason we lost was the play of Justin Fields. He had the worst game of his season, at least so far. Hopefully it ends up being the worst. Just a 53% completion percentage, 166 yards passing, no touchdowns, and he had 2 late turnovers. The second turnover, that's excusable. You're trying to push the ball down the field late, out of timeouts, and you got hit as you let it go. The first one, though, that sucked. We were driving with a chance to take the lead a lot earlier in the game, and he just coughed it up. So we're 6-5, now in 2nd place in the AFC East. Still in a playoff spot, but not where we want to be. We are 11 games into the year. Let's talk about this team. Justin Fields, I know he's fresh off a stinker, but he is on pace to have the best year of his career as a passer, not so much as a rusher. He's asking for over $30 million per year. Don't know if he's worth it yet. The offensive line has had its bumps and bruises. They've been all right. Not special, though, I would say. The receiving group, our pass-catching group, has been a lot better as a unit than they were last year, except for Garrett Wilson. He's taken a bit of a step back. Speaking of steps back, this running back group, I thought they would be better than they were last year, but they just haven't been. Mostly due to fumbles, and I would say a little bit of the offensive line. They haven't been as elite as they were last year. Defensively, the D-line, we'll start with them. Nick Larson, he's been a bright spot. He's been awesome. Nobody else has really been impressing, though. The linebackers, we've had some missed run fits and have not been perfect in coverage, but overall they've been okay, I would say. The DBs, no INTs through 11 games. Always one goober messing up in this group, never the same guy, so you can't just take one guy out of this group and immediately make it better. Eventually, been a lot of what we were dealing with last year. Got another game coming up. We're going to be taking on the Minnesota Vikings. They are 6-5 in second place in the NFC North. We're 6-5 in second place in the AFC East. We have the number 2 scoring offense in the NFL. They have the number 2 scoring defense in the NFL. So it'll be strength versus strength in this primetime matchup against the Minnesota Vikings with a lot on the line. The Vikings quarterback is JJ McCarthy, or should I call him 9? He is averaging 209 yards per game, has a 67% completion percentage with 49 touchdowns to 16 interceptions in his 28 career regular season games. He led the Vikings last year to the number 1 seed in the NFC. This year they're just 6-5, trying to make the playoffs. McCarthy, after a run that was a disaster, throws a pass right side to Jordan Addison, and it's swapped away by Sauce Gardner. It'll lead to a punt. Justin Fields in year number 6 out of Ohio State. With McCarthy being out of Michigan, that means we have an Ohio State-Michigan quarterback matchup in this one. Breece, who had to leave that Lions game early due to a rib injury, getting the carry and getting a first down with a gain of 10. Cross midfield. Fields will fake a handoff to Breece, and he's sacked. Isaiah Rodgers on the blitz went right by Breece, who couldn't block him due to the play-action fake. And that's a drive-killing sack, leading to a punt from Ryan Stonehouse, who has had 16 punts this year down to inside the 20. This one out of bounds at the 1, they say. That was as close as you could get to being over top of the pylon. McCarthy in his own end zone hands it off to Mason, who stops for a second, then takes off and breaks away from Baron Browning. And he'll give the Vikings some much-needed breathing room. Now at the 39. 9, stepping up, throwing on the move. It's a bullet to TJ Hawkinson, the ex-Detroit Lion, has a gain of 17 and has put the Vikings in plus territory. McCarthy hit from behind. He couldn't even get the fake off or handoff off in time. It's a strip sack for Quincy Williams, but the Vikings, they do recover. 3rd and a mile. McCarthy running at a time, hit as he let it go. It's off the hands of De'Ami Brown and intercepted. The first pick of the year for the Jets. We are in game number 12, and they finally got one. It's Azareye'h Thomas who got some help from Dennis Hopkins. The Jets in danger of going 3 and out and wasting that takeaway. Fields right side for Keaton Mitchell, and he can't come up with it. Blake Cashman with a good coverage, and that is going to lead to another punt from Ryan Stonehouse. We'll see if he can do as good as he did last time. This one headed for the sideline, and it's out of bounds at the 2. They're not quite as good as the last one, but still really dang good. At the 19, McCarthy on 3rd down. Stepping up, and he was a bit indecisive there. He'll be brought down. It's not a sack for Quinnen Williams, but it will lead to a punt for Minnesota. York near midfield. On 3rd down. Fields scanning. He's going to be hit as he let it go. He got the pass off for Garrett Wilson. It's incomplete. And oh no, Fields is writhing in pain on the ground, grabbing at his throwing arm, his right arm. It doesn't look good. He's headed back to the locker room. He's not going to return to this one, but hopefully it's only a 1-game injury and he's good to go the rest of the year. We'll find out later. Stonehouse punting it away again, and it's another great punt out of bounds at the 1. Ryan Stonehouse has been a game changer. Minnesota trying to get the ball away from the red zone again, and they do. Jordan Mason for the first down. He's up for the 16. Under 5 minutes to go in the first half. McCarthy all day in the pocket. Nobody getting open, though. He's going to run, and he's near the marker. He got it. The Michigan State man couldn't bring down the Michigan man in time. JT Beckham, that is, couldn't bring down McCarthy. What about 3rd and 15? McCarthy left side for Jefferson, and he brings it down. So 3rd and 14, not a problem. 3rd and 15, not a problem. What's it going to take to get a stop? Fake to Mason. 9. Stepping up, throwing again off of 1 foot. Not the best footwork, but he gets it to Jefferson. That's all that matters in the end. And the Vikings, they're on the move in plus territory now at the 24. There are 2 minutes to go in the half. Mason, right side. He's got a head of steam built up, and the Jets unable to bring him down initially. That'll lead to another Minnesota first down. Goal to go at the 3. 9. Left side to De'Ami Brown. He'll break a couple of tackles and get in. It is his team-leading 6th touchdown catch of the year. It'll be 7-0 as we enter the second half. Gardner Minshew in at quarterback for the Jets with Justin Fields out. They'll hand it off to Breece Hall, and he's going to pick up a good gain to get us started in the second half. Back to Gardner Minshew. He is in his 8th year out of Washington State, playing in game number 77 of his NFL career. He's had a bit of success everywhere he's been, for the most part, I would say, as, decent quarterback. Not elite level play. Throw underneath on 3rd down. It's blown up in the backfield by Blake Cashman, the Minnesota native. It'll be 4th down. The Jets are going to leave Minshew out there. He'll get a man to jump off sides, a free play. And with nothing to lose, he's going to go deep into double coverage for Arian Smith. It's almost caught, almost intercepted. Why not take the chance, though? You get a free 1st down anyway. We're at the 41 now. Breece Hall back to him on the ground. He's going to weave his way for a 1st down. Up to the 26. Braylon Allen in the game at running back. He'll get the ball, running up the middle, getting away from Blake Cashman. The Badger getting away from the Golden Gopher. As Aaron Rodgers is shaken up, hopefully he's all right. Now at 13, Minshew. Throwing over the middle, it's caught by Clyde Swinton, and he fumbles it. You've got to be kidding me. The Jets were finally putting together a good drive on offense, and they fumble it. Ivan Pace knocking it out and recovering it, and getting that big takeaway. 3rd and 9, 4-9. He's going to go underneath the 3. Addison spinning out of the tackle and getting a 1st down. A letdown by the Jets defense, who had the Vikings back deep near their own end zone. Facing 3rd down, they just couldn't get the stop. Here's McCarthy running for his life, avoiding defenders, and he's got a whirly bird by a man to get the 1st down. He's done that now twice in this game, running for a 1st down. 1st and 20 after a holding call. It's a swing pass right side to Jordan Mason, and he's going to be brought down. The ball is out. It's picked up by Jamin Davis. A scoop and score for the Jets. What a way to get your first points on the board. But hold on, we've seen this story before. Mason, he was down. Of course he was down. Why do you even let us finish the play out? It always ends up being that. McCarthy over the middle to De'Ami Brown, and he doesn't quite get the 1st down, but they would get it on the next play. 3rd and 9 at 46 of New York. McCarthy, left side for De'Ami Brown, and Azareye'h Thomas, who got the pick earlier, will bat the ball away, and that'll lead to a punt on 4th down. Minshew on 3rd and 7, as we're in the 4th quarter. Will have his pass batted at the line by Jonathan Allen, who delivered the big hit earlier, by the way, that knocked Justin Fields out of this game. 3rd down for the Vikings. It's a run right side. Mason, with nobody there to stop him, up across midfield, out of bounds at the 45. He's having himself a pretty good game against one of the better run defenses in the NFL. McCarthy over the middle to a wide open man. De'Ami Brown, loose and gone. It's a 2-touchdown night for De'Ami Brown. The leading touchdown catcher on this Minnesota team will put him up by 2 scores. Down 14-0 in the 4th quarter. Backup quarterback in the game. Things not looking good for the Jets right now. At least Garrett Wilson is able to take advantage of a complete mismatch here, burning Ivan Pace for a 26-yard gain. Field goal would do nothing right now for the Jets, so they're going to go for it on 4th and 10. Minshew downfield to Garrett Wilson, who lays out and makes a great catch, burning another Minnesota linebacker and keeping this drive alive. Minshew looking, throwing to his right. It's caught by Mason Taylor, and he's into the end zone. Mason Taylor cutting the lead in half. New York not giving up on this game. That is Taylor's 5th touchdown of the year, and it's 14-7. The defense could get a stop. Jordan Mason left side. He's got a 1st down easily, and with that run, he's now crossed to the century mark on the ground. Up to 103 yards on the ground. Has also got a few passes. McCarthy right side to Jones, and Tyrann Mathieu breaks it up. Aaron Jones couldn't hang on, and the Jets defense, they do get a stop. The offense could tie this game up. 4 minutes to go in the 4th. Minshew looking, throwing over the middle, and he throws it right to Blake Cashman. He had Mason Taylor open in front of him, but he just threw it right by him and right to Blake Cashman, who gets the pick. The 2nd takeaway of the day for the Vikings. And that is going to end up leading to a Will Reichard field goal attempt. His kick is up, flirting with the left upright, but he ends up putting it between the uprights. and that'll make it a 2-score game late in the fourth quarter. Time running out on the Jets to make a comeback. Minshew going up top for Calvin Austin, and he drops it into him. Calvin Austin down at the 30 of Minnesota. So the Jets still not giving up. Minshew on the right side this time, downfield to Clyde Swinton, and he's out of bounds inside the 10 at the 6, getting the better of Josh Metellus. Goal to go for New York. Minshew throwing left side, a bubble screen. Swinton into the end zone, easy. He's going to score and make this a 1-score game again. That is Swinton's 6th touchdown of the year, and it is a 3-point game. So pressure on Minnesota now to do something on offense. Here's McCarthy sacked. Nick Larson with his team-leading 7th sack of the year. 3rd and a mile for the Vikings, needing a big play. McCarthy going over the middle. Oh, and he fits it in between multiple defenders to Jordan Addison. What a throw. Now at the 2-minute warning, Mason, right side, has a first down, and that is going to end the game. The Jets unable to stop the clock enough to get the ball back. It is over. The Vikings win 17-14, getting a big win as they improve to 7-5, and the Jets fall to 6-6. Jordan Mason wrecked us. On 23 touches, he broke 13 tackles and racked up 161 total yards. Our defense couldn't stop him. They weren't perfect in this game, but they played well enough to win and finally got a takeaway, finally got a pick. We do have to acknowledge that Ryan Stonehouse was our MVP of this game. 3 punts down inside the 2-yard line. That was a complete game changer. Made it extremely difficult on the Vikings offense, always starting back near their own end zone. Offensively, a rough game. We fumbled inside the 5-yard line and threw an avoidable pick. Gardner Minshew just flat out missed Mason Taylor. So yeah, the elephant in the room, we got to talk about it. The injury to Justin Fields. His season is over. He suffered a fractured right shoulder blade. With him being on the final year of his contract, this could be the end of his time with us. 199.7 passing yards per game, 46.7 rushing yards per game, 42 passing touchdowns to 18 interceptions, a 65% completion percentage, 13 rushing touchdowns, and 15 fumbles over his 29 regular season games with us. He's asking for $100 million. Over 3 years, so, over $30 million per year. Is he worth it? That is something we'll have to make a decision on without seeing him the rest of this year. But what do we do this year? The rest of this season, what are we going to do? Gardner Minshew, we signed him to be a veteran backup quarterback option. He stepped in and was okay. Minshew, he has started at multiple places and usually has been okay. He will be listed as our starter, but he's not going to be a full-time starting quarterback. I think our best bet at winning games the rest of this year, for now at least, is to run a 2-quarterback offense. Brady Cook has shown us all that he can create explosive plays with his legs. We saw it in the Bills game last year, where he had one really awesome run. And even in the preseason, he's always been crafty out there running around. So we're going to run a 2-quarterback offense and then likely just ride the hot hand at quarterback. Maybe not for the whole rest of the year, but in that specific game, whoever's got the hot hand might play more. And if nobody gets a hot hand, it's going to be a 2-quarterback offense. We signed Maddox, by the way, off our practice squad to the active roster, just to give us an extra body in that quarterback room. It would be great if our defense could step up and play the way they did in this game. That would really help us out. We're at a crossroads right now, 6-6, and we've lost 4 of our last 5 games. We're barely hanging on to the final wildcard spot in the AFC. There is a lot of competition right now in the AFC. A lot of teams sitting on 6 wins. Even the Dolphins, they've gotten hot lately and are right there at 5 wins. Got a couple of rookie quarterbacks up next on our schedule. The Seahawks have one. The Raiders have one. These are must-win games for us if we want to make the playoffs. So let me know down below what you think we should do at quarterback moving it forward. Thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next one.